Meanwhile, Taylor's mom now goes out to try to figure out who the James person was. And you will notice throughout her little journey that the stop she doesn't make is Samantha, because whenever she was talking to Samantha about the James character, you saw how Samantha was really cagey and really kind of confidential about everything about James around her, so it makes you wonder why she wouldn't talk to her or pressure her and see if she can actually give you useful information about the James guy. But hey, it's not my movie.
You're such an ass, Scott. Such an ass.
Oh, watch the insults there, Kettle.
James's profile, it was here yesterday and now it's deleted. I should have printed it out when I had the chance. Does Taylor hate me?
Probably, yeah.
Friends have been harassing my daughter for weeks now. My daughter tried to commit suicide because your daughter was bullying her.
You should know that you're speaking with an attorney.
Okay, so you should know all the laws about this.
Before you slander my daughter.
That's not slander, you fucking retard! You have verifiable proof that it isn't slander. Everything has to be a lie, it cannot be an opinion, and it has to actually hurt your reputation.
It's not slander, it's fact. I have posts from Lindsay Love, your daughter, mocking Taylor.
The thing is, what she's saying is absolutely true. It is a scathing mark on her character, and she has evidence to back up her claim. Therefore, it is not slander. You fucking idiot.
If my daughter expressed her opinion about anything...
Okay, so we're gonna switch the topic now because you just got fucking schooled by a fucking Karen.
Demeaning, insulting opinions.
That's her right. At least according to the Constitution.
Oh my fucking god, I know where this is going.
Excuse me? You're going to defend her?
Well, yeah, it's his fucking daughter. I mean, unless my kid, if I ever had a kid, which I probably will never have a kid, but if my kid was being attacked, as a parent, I think it was my duty to defend them. I mean, that's just common sense.
It's called freedom of speech. It's the First Amendment. You might want to give it a read.
Yes, I have given it a read, and one thing that needs to be said is that the freedom of speech does not apply in this setting. If you're thinking, no, it totally does, dude, you're wrong. Freedom of speech protects you from being persecuted by the government. It's the government oppressing free speech. Not a company, not a personal entity, not a, say, what do we go to call them? Website or anything. Those are not the government. What freedom of speech allows you to do is say things within a limited range of scope. You can say almost anything with a small exception here and there. You could say pretty much anything you want and the government cannot throw you in jail. That is the point of freedom of speech here. The thing is, this is on a private website. I'm assuming this website is privately ran. Therefore, freedom of speech does not apply in this circumstance because it is their website. They can decide what they want on their own website. This is like back in like 2021 with the insurrection attempt. Parler was under fire from Amazon and they tried to sue Amazon for rights to use their service. But the problem was Amazon forbade any hate speech on their services. Which, they're allowed to do because they're their own private company. And Parler sued them. But one thing, if you ever read the deposition, Parler did never once mention the First Amendment because the First Amendment doesn't fucking apply. It cannot apply because this is a private individual or private company against another private individual or private company. Same thing here. Just because she can try to claim freedom of speech or anything like that, but that's not how this works at all. And you're a fucking attorney, so you should fucking know better.
Okay, I just want to add this ADR segment in real quick, is because this scene alone is actually why I wanted to make the review, is because this scene is the same argument that people use time and time again to justify their actions or try to use the defense of freedom of speech whenever they get criticized or anything. No, freedom of speech does not apply because it's a private website, and I never really seen a lot of reviews even delving into this. The two main reviews I saw were YMS and Cynical Reviews, but they don't really delve into this topic, mainly because I think they're UK residents, so they really wouldn't know the First Amendment of the United States because it doesn't apply to them, so why would they care to know it? It's like knowing all the train laws of the UK as me, an American. That wouldn't make sense to me. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this review. Not to knock them or anything, because I think those reviews are really good reviews of everything for the most part. They're pretty good reviews. But I just wanted to add this insight to that entire bullshit scene of the lawyer, in air quotes, talking about the whole thing, which was just stupid.
Are you really gonna do it?
Buddy, that's not an appropriate question to ask. I mean, I'm not a mental health expert or anything, but if someone attempted to commit suicide, you probably shouldn't be wanting to talk to them about the suicide 2 days after it happened or something. You might want to give them a bit more time to, recover from that before they can even talk about it. I mean, come on.
Oh God, I bet they're saying all kinds of things about me.
Honey, that is not a fucking good idea.
Eric, go get the laptop. I have to see what they're saying.
Eric, don't do it. Busted. By the way, they looked at her as the mom walked in. It looks like they were just caught doing something very inappropriate.
I don't know why you're making me do this. This isn't a punishment, Taylor. It's a support group, a place for you to go to help you talk about what you've been through. I don't want to talk about it. Then don't talk about it. Just go and listen. We can't pretend that this didn't happen. It happened, and you need help. And there is nothing wrong with asking for help.
This is probably the best acting from the mom ever. I mean, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good acting. It's why she's one of the most sympathetic characters in the movie. And the only one that looks like she's actually fucking trying to make this movie actually salvageable.
And I am scared that you're gonna try this again.
I can't get the cat off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so scared about that. Yeah, honey, if she can't even get a pill bottle open, I don't think she can really do much else, honestly, so I wouldn't be too concerned.
You've put so much into your life. Your life is so precious.
At what point was that ever fucking proven? What did she want to do? She wanted to be a fucking journalist or something? All she ever did was just went with the flow, did nothing special in her fucking life, harassed people online, and just got harassed in return. At what point did she ever show her life was actually worthwhile or precious or anything?
Isn't that harassment?
Well, if they said it to her face, yes. But online, there's no law against that in this state.
I mean, I really got nothing to say because certain rules it's jurisdiction only. Jurisdictions apply to certain things.
Hey, there goes Jelly Donut, stuff like that, and it sucks, right?
God fucking Christ. Could they not get a different actor? Why did they make her say the lines the way she's saying them? They're so aggravating. Her voice is so great and boring, it's actually making me fall asleep just like the character right there in focus.
I don't even know who that person is. How can he say he despises that I exist?
Well, buddy, welcome to the fucking internet. People say shit like that all the goddamn time.
Caleb, I'm really sorry. You told me people were picking on you and I didn't say anything, and I'm really sorry.
Damn right you better be.
How many of you have ever decided to get even? Posted mean comments online about someone you felt was being mean to you?
Okay, everyone should be fucking raising their hands. I guarantee you, given how terrible these cast of characters are that we're stuck with today, everyone's fed something like that.
I was sitting there when you invited her to the spring fling.
So you're gonna blame me because she has some sort of mental meltdown?
Like you didn't care about her.
So why don't you tell me, huh? What's it like to be so perfect that you don't have to feel bad about anything?
Ooh, fucking shots fired, man. Yeah, you might be an asshole, but at the same time, pot, kettle, And like I was pointing that out to this self-inflated ego right there.
Hey, come inside.
Oh my god, what is up with the lighting? She looks like a fucking ghost.
I'm the one who created the James profile. Pretend to be him, I talk to you. Tell everybody you gave me that TV.
I'm really sorry, Taylor.
Again, she runs away from her fucking problems instead of just facing her head on. Well, I guess that's better than just giving her a nice flogging. I mean, she totally fucking deserves it.
Yeah, but I feel like I can't go back until I go online, and I don't know if I can handle that.
So don't go fucking online. That's pretty fucking simple. Wait, now they're just texting about this? Like, when she literally walked in, they're now just messaging about this? Okay, so this entire scene, I think this services the whole point of this showing, like, the advice that they're giving, which some of it's valid, some of it isn't. The advice that they're giving, or showing you why you shouldn't do it by doing it. Holy shit. She actually finally puts in the words what I've been saying for the last, probably what feels like 2 hours at this point, watching this shit.
Block them. Block the sender. Put an email and see what crap they're saying about you. Forget my figure that
out. No shit.
You can also report it to the bully's internet service provider. Sometimes they'll shut down the bully's account.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he's really joking because you want to go to the ISP. You would just go to the site administrators and have them basically take your support ticket and crumble it up and basically light it on fire. Basically what YouTube did to my fucking video and my appeal.
There's a chance you can stop it from spiraling out of control.
Yeah, but you can't totally stop it.
Don't know unless you try.
You don't have to try. You know you will never stop it.
I've looked into it, and most states have passed laws against harassment on the internet. Remember Tina Meyer?
Wait. Tina Meyer?
Her daughter committed suicide.
I remember that. Tragic.
Oh, really? They're actually bringing up Megan Meyer in this movie? Okay, so a little bit of background. This actually was made in response to a bunch of cyberbullying related suicides. Most notably was the suicide of Megan Meyer, where the Megan Meyer Foundation is an actual real foundation against cyberbullying, and this is loosely based on the story of Megan Meyer. I say loosely, but it's not entirely true, but they do mention Missouri and Tina Meyer, who I believe was their mother. So, yeah, and it was in response to a lot of those pressures that bills and these laws were being passed, which I have mixed feelings on.
And they're vulnerable to these bullies who are hiding behind anonymous usernames.
Well, yeah, that's the nature of a website, is you could be fucking anonymous. I mean, unless your bill is basically have to declare everybody, has to declare your name, location, IP, all that shit, no one's ever gonna fucking use that. No one's ever gonna do that.
Well, they do have delete buttons on computers.
Huh, funny. He's the only one that mentioned that, and I think Clicksters does have a delete button that you could use.
I thought that too until I almost lost my daughter.
Well, your daughter's also kind of retarded. Let's not beat around the bush here. She is kind of stupid, because she was scrolling through all those pages, and I was wondering, what about these X buttons? What is this going to do?
I just want to know. Did you see the video that was
Well, yeah, that was
Yeah, I just want to make sure that was not, because, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I thought the first was like too much. Freaking out.
No, it was not.
You know, even my mom was like, dude, check your ego.
Okay. I would agree with that, if not for the fact that when she went over to talk to him and he rejected her and said he was going to go take someone else to the dance, I am less inclined to believe that for one reason, and that is because the day that he rejected her was the day she attempted suicide. So it's not unreasonable to think, oh my god, this person attempted suicide, and try to figure out what the cause of that was, and then you realize, oh, I rejected this person. Maybe they did it because of me. It's not completely unreasonable to think that, actually. People said, oh, you're so full of yourself, but the thing is, when someone is in that unstable of a condition, you are not entirely wrong to wonder if I could have been the cause of that this whole time. I mean, it's not unreasonable to think this.
Alright, I wanted to add a little personal tale to why I think that entire claim by Scott's mom is total bullshit, and why that he did actually have to worry, is because when I was a sophomore, so I was in health class, and we had one teacher who was a really cool guy. He was the actual last person to talk to the student that several years beforehand actually committed suicide. The thing was, the teacher was talking to him, and they were just talking about his future plans, like he was thinking about joining the military. They had a really positive conversation. However, a couple hours later, the parents found him dead by suicide. And one of the first people they talked to was the health teacher, because he was the last person that had any type of interaction with the kid. And that actually really got bothered my health teacher, because he was sitting there thinking, what did he do, or what could he have done to notice anything about it? And it stuck with him till this day. So I don't think this entire thing is unreasonable for Scott to think that he might have done something bad, or he could have done something bad to Taylor, because literally several hours later, she went and tried to commit suicide. I don't think it's a completely unreasonable thing to think that you might be partially the cause of this, even though you really weren't.
What Lindsay and her stupid friends were doing to you, it's not right that they get away with it.
Just what I wanted to hear. Still trying to get that law they were unsuccessfully trying to pass. They now go to the press to try to push their agenda.
We were talking about how kids are getting hurt and adults can't see it because it's happening online. And the government isn't doing anything about it, so we need public pressure.
I want to get that, but as far as the story goes, well, it's not news. I doubt my editor will let me run with it.
Well, yeah, no shit. This thing has been happening ever since the 1990s.
You said your friend Samantha made a fake identity and posted things about you,
Yeah.
Seems like to be an interesting angle. Would you like to do bully and bully? Did you talk to me?
No, where was she?
Oh, that's good. No one talks to me. Lots of people do. Tell you what, give me a number. I'll give her a call and write it down. She might just go for it.
I don't think you want to talk about it.
Okay, so you want to bring attention to the issue, which is admirable, but at the same time, you got the one chance that you could do this, you're just blowing it away. Come on, Taylor, think!
Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. I should have asked you first.
You know, she's gonna think I'm after her, and I'm not.
So you're pouting because the only way to get your story out is to do a joint interview. I mean, I can understand why you don't want to fucking see her. Fine. But at the same time, this is the only way you're going to get your thing, so you gotta choose. Do you want the law to pass or not?
Her mother says Samantha agreed to do it. They'll be here in half an hour.
Damn, that is quick.
Samantha, you can sit by Taylor. We want you sitting together so we can take a few shots while we talk, okay?
You really think that's a good idea? She literally looks like she's about to fucking kill her.
Sounds like you're still pretty upset at her.
No shit, she is the reason why she almost killed herself. Thanks a lot, Captain Obvious.
She has every right to still be mad. What I did was horrible.
And some would say unforgivable, especially if her brother hacked her profile and said something. She's never going to forgive that, but she'll easily forgive a person from catfishing her and nearly driving her to suicide. Man, these people suck.
Well, why do it then?
I had reasons that made sense at the time.
Something about that makes me doubt it really hard.
But it's real when you're the one getting bullied. I know because everyone's turned on me now. And Taylor, I'm so sorry that I ever made you feel anything. Lindsay and them after you know I didn't know that.
Weren't they always after you, though? I mean, they're gonna pick on you they were picking on you regardless, so this isn't completely new.
Doesn't matter. I deserve it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you fucking do.
No, you don't.
It's called karma. You reap what you sow.
This group has been saying is how I can't let them have power over me anymore, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god, it's like we can solve our problems without resorting to violence or ridiculing people. Holy shit, what a novel concept. Man, that extra was in a hurry. He realized he was in a really awful movie, so he had to bail out fast.
I didn't know you'd be coming back today.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Bullshit, you said you wanted to go back to school.
I don't know if we can ever be friends in the same way, but I'm willing to try.
I have really mixed feelings on them trying to be friends again after what she did to her. I don't think I could ever be friends with them. I could tolerate them, but I don't think I'll ever be friends with them again if they nearly drove me to suicide. But hey, that's my opinion.
I'm not ignored anymore.
Hey, Lindsay.
You have breathed your last breath. You have sighed your last sigh. You are no longer alive.
Damn it, if I directed, that's how it would have fucking gone. Man, Pink Flamingos is a weird movie. No, we don't get the nice pink flamingos instead we get this.
I think you're probably being funny, but you should know your words actually hurt.
Yeah, you seem to me just like any other bully, spreading hate wherever you go.
Oh, you know it's serious when the gay kid's attacking you. Wow, this school fan base is really fucking fickle.
I've dreamed about something like that only 100 times. hope it was good for you, Taylor, because it was awesome for me.
He sounds like he just had sex for the first time. That was a weird line delivery.
I'm sorry it took so long.
I'm just really stupid. After the most cliched fucking performance ever, everyone now starts texting each other, oh my god, Lindsay got schooled. Clickster is now safe. It's safe to be on the internet. It's all safe again. Yee! When the real moral of the story is high school shouldn't fucking matter to anybody. This movie is just stupid. Like, I could see why it has morals and why people like it or anything like that, but to me, it's just silly. There's just so many things about this movie. It's just annoying. Like, you have some of the most toxic people being friends, like Samantha, how she was her friend in the end when she shouldn't be a fucking friend at all. You shouldn't even be fucking talk. She shouldn't be able to eat lunch with you ever again. Next you have Cheyenne, who is just absolutely stupid, and the most sympathetic character is the gay guy and the overbearing mom. So in terms of its message, it really bungled it up. And then at the end, we get this bumper saying a bunch of states have passed cyberbullying laws, which is just kind of stupid.
Okay, I just want to add something in real quick. I've been looking around the internet for a little bit, and I've seen plenty of papers and articles talking about the cyberbullying laws as a general, as if they had any effect on cyberbullying and bullying in general. And what I found was it is pretty inconclusive, because about a third of what I had said it is effective in pretty much all cases. Another third says it's completely ineffective, and then another third says it's effective in only circumstances, which I weren't prone to believe the third one. However, there was a lot of them talking about having a policy at all reduce the amount of bullying, but it never really went into the methods of how it actually reduced bullying. So I take those with like a grain of salt. The problem is with all these cyberbullying laws, I have yet to really see a massive decrease. Maybe there has been a decrease and I'm wrong, but from what I've been looking online, the results are showing really conflicting messages of is it effective or is it not effective. Especially with how are you going to actually fucking enforce these laws properly, because again, anonymous users like 4chan. This is like the entire site Clicksters, what they're using is like Facebook mixed up with 4chan. What are you going to do about it? Especially the fact when a lot of the profiles just end up being something different, or all these people just type a bunch of inappropriate comments to each other. They're anonymous. No one's going to fucking know who is who. And you can switch at any goddamn second. And that's the whole point of catfishing. And the whole James profile thing. Nobody truly knew who it was. And that's prevalent in the fucking messages that was sent. So therefore, this whole, all the kids know who is total bullshit. It's just fucking ridiculous. So yes, this movie was stupid. And because of that, it gets... Parts of it, though, it gets into the so bad it's good territory. Like, some of the acting is so atrocious. I actually enjoyed it. What would I rate this movie? I'd probably give this movie a solid 4 out of 10. 3.5, 4 out of 10. Probably the lowest rated movie here. I would say it's worse than the Dancing Pumpkin DVD, but the thing with the Dancing Pumpkin DVD, I can't say the Dancing Pumpkin one was worse because that was at least only 50 minutes long. But this one at least had more of a plot, even though it had a lot of padding and filler in between, which made watching this an absolute task. Same thing with the Dancing Pumpkin, but the Dancing Pumpkin was only 50 minutes long. This is like an hour and a half. This is kind of ridiculous how long it takes to watch one movie. So, out of my rating, I would give it about a 4 out of 10 or so. Not a good movie, but if you want to watch some, like, absolute trash movies for your watching experience, you will have a couple good laughs out of that, like I did with the pill bottle sequence and everything. So yeah, guys, sorry this review took a bit longer to come out with, and that was just because a lot of shit happened at the same time. First I got ill, and then YouTube decided to fuck me over. So, you know, that was fun. But I hope you guys did enjoy this review. With that being said, I hope you did enjoy this review. If you did, please leave a like. It means a lot.
and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this. See ya!